In Red Orchestra Ostfront you can experience intense realism-based infantry combat. Other games make you feel like you are in a war movie. Red Orchestra will make you feel like you are in a war. When you enter the battle, check your situational awareness map. This is a dynamic map that lets you know which objectives you control and which objectives you should attack or defend. It also displays other important areas on the map, orders from your commander, and round time. Red Orchestra Ostfront supports in-game speech with voice over IP. If you don't have a microphone, you can communicate with your teammate with the in-game voice command menu. Voice commands can also be bound to a single key for quick communication. Players can use one of three postures: upright, crouched, and prone. It is easier and quicker to move around upright, but you can be easily seen by the enemy and your gun is harder to aim. When crouching you move slower, but represent a smaller target and your weapon is easier to aim. When crouched you are the smallest target when stationary. If you move you will rise slightly. You will also rise if you use iron sights to aim your weapon, allowing you to shoot over cover. When you're prone you can only crawl, but you are a very small target and your weapon is very steady and easy to aim. When upright or crouched you can hold shift while moving to sprint. If you sprint for too long, you will run out of stamina and will have to jog or stop to rest and gain it back. When sprinting, if you hit the prone key, you will dive to prone. This is the quickest way to take cover if you're being fired upon. You can also use these to dive over small obstacles. You can lean left or right around cover, allowing you to expose the least amount of your body when looking out of cover. Depending on the class, an infantryman usually has a primary weapon and a secondary weapon such as a pistol and grenades. Some advanced roles have additional items such as satchels and binoculars for calling artillery. More advanced weapons, such as light machine guns, will be covered in advanced role tutorials. All weapons can be aimed by pressing the iron sights key. Most weapons can be fired at the hip, but with greatly reduced accuracy. There are a number of factors that affect shooting accuracy, such as posture, stamina, and weapon recoil. When firing, your gun is kicked back by recoil. If you pull the mouse down slightly while firing, it will counteract the recoil. Automatic weapons are more effective when you fire in short bursts. Weapons can be rested on any flat surface or braced against any vertical surface. To rest your weapon, approach the surface you want to rest on and look for the deployment icon. It will appear gray when there is a compatible surface to rest on. To rest it, stop moving your weapon. The deployment icon will turn white. When the icon is white, your aim will be much steadier. Any quick movement will unrest your weapon. When firing a bolt-action rifle, you are required to work the bolt after you fire. This allows you to take cover before bolting your rifle. You can also immediately bolt after shooting by double-clicking primary fire. To throw a grenade, select it, hold primary fire to pull it back and release to throw it. Soviet grenades can be baked by pressing Alt fire while the grenade is pulled back. German grenades start baking from the moment you pull them back. Bake too long and they can blow up in your hand. In close quarters combat, you can melee attack with most weapons. The longer you charge your melee attack, the more damage you will inflict. Some rifles have bayonets you can attach and use in melee combat. This knowledge, combined with team communication, tactics and skill, will help you to be a feared soldier in combat.